You predicted 9th round knockout. Why 9th round?
I was just fooling around, but hopefully I can get the night. Hopefully, well, it's gonna happen.
You think he can beat him?
Yes.
You think he can beat Shakur?
Yes.
You think he does beat Shakur?
I think Shakur can beat him.
That's a 50-50
That's.
I think they both beat Haney.
Haney good, bro. I think they both
Haney
beat
140.
I think
Haney 140.
Nah.
So like Shakur, right? Like he look like he got skill, right? But to be honest, I'm gonna be real. I ain't see him fight nobody that's like.
That's amateur shit. Come on, bro. When that heat coming back at you, them niggas like, you can see it.
Yeah.
You can see it. They ain't really, these niggas just talking that way. And it's always, oh, he can be this, he can be the next. Nigga, prove yourself.
Gervonta Davis has given a strong warning to Shakur Stevenson ahead of a possible 2026 fight, saying he would knock him out. Davis called Stevenson overrated and questioned his achievements, saying that Stevenson hasn't really proven himself against top fighters, while younger fighters are already making a bigger impact.
Who have Shakur, what have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
The Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name, he haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who might
keep
be
saying his
afraid?
name.
Gervonta Davis also dismissed the idea that he's afraid of Shakur Stevenson, saying there's nothing scary about a fighter who hardly attacks. He criticized Stevenson's very defensive style, saying that a real contender needs to be aggressive, which he thinks Stevenson doesn't show in the ring.
Say to those who might be saying that, you know, Tank is afraid of Shakur.
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only win in basketball and football.
Shakur Stevenson is ready for any challenge and wants to fight more top-level opponents. He sees a fight with Gervonta Davis as a great chance to build his reputation and legacy.
I told y'all who I want to fight. I can't keep saying the same thing. I already told y'all who I want to fight. The best versus the best. That should be my next fight. I told y'all I'm a dog. I'm top level, elite level fighter. So let's make boxing great again. Let's put the best fighters in the ring with each other, and let's see who come out.
Shakur Stevenson thinks his rivalry with Gervonta Davis is more than just trash talk. He believes it shows that Davis sees him as a real threat. Stevenson said that Davis's attitude has changed over time, from ignoring him to getting clearly frustrated whenever Stevenson is mentioned, which Stevenson sees as proof that Davis knows he's a serious danger in the division.
Focus on, the upcoming task, which was Zepeda, but there was a time where you guys were pretty cool, right?
Yeah, for sure.
What changed?
Competition. As you get older, you start to know what competition is, and he kind of looked at me like, I feel like I was a threat, which is rightfully so. Like, I don't blame him for the way that he looked at me. But it is what it is. It's two guys that just want to be the best in our sport, and we were ready to lay it all on the line.
Did he say to you like, yo, I don't want to be friends, or we can't, or is it just like a gradual thing where it started to become more distant?
Now you just know energy. You know energy. Once you feel the energy that's coming at you, you understand like, okay, I get it.
When do you think that started to change?
I think as he kind of matured and got older. Once you get older and mature, his energy kind of let it be known like, yeah, you the ops.
Shakur Stevenson believes Gervonta Davis fully understands the threat he poses in a potential fight. He compared their styles, saying Davis is more focused on protecting his reputation, while Stevenson welcomes the toughest challenges to prove himself among the best.
The level
For
that
sure,
you're at now.
He knew exactly. Deep down inside, he could sit here and say, I'm not this, I'm not a good fighter, I'm not that, but deep down inside, he knows that I'm the truth.
Right.
So with him knowing that, he knows that I'm the biggest threat around where he's at.
Do you see he gets very upset when people ask him about you?
Yeah, I think that's insecurity though. I think he's insecure.
Because he knows that you give him trouble? Like, what's he insecure about in your opinion?
with top level guys like him, cause like I'm kind of different. I look at things like competition, but like his mentality is more so like it's either me or it's nobody. It's not a 1A, 1B, or you don't have nobody equal to you. So I understand his mentality, but I like to prove that I'm the best. So we kind of just...
The boxing world is excited to see this fight, expecting it to be intense and closely contested. Expert Teddy Atlas says Gervonta Davis is the only fighter who might be able to break through Shakur Stevenson's style, since Stevenson's speed, footwork, accuracy, and control of distance make him very hard to beat. Still, Atlas believes Davis has the skills to challenge Stevenson and might even win.
Because Stevenson is that difficult, because of his style, because of his abilities, because of his eyes, because of his, his legs, that his hand speed, the way that he controls range. Tank Davis is the only guy that I can see that could possibly decipher that style and beat Shakur.
Roy Jones Jr. says Shakur Stevenson's discipline gives him an edge over Gervonta Davis, pointing out that Stevenson stays focused at important moments, while Davis can struggle with consistency and distractions. Still, Jones adds that if Davis is fully motivated and focused, his skills and natural talent make him dangerous to any opponent in the ring.
Gervonta has problems with this, but we have never seen Shakur have problems with this. We've seen him be more disciplined at the right times than we've seen him not have discipline. So with the fight being like it is right now, I would lean towards Shakur because of his discipline, but don't get twisted. If somebody could beat him, Tank Davis would be that person because of his intangibles. When Tank is disciplined and got his mind on right, Tank's a problem for anybody. Tank can fight better than most people think he can. It's just that sometimes his outside antics get the better of him, and it make people think less of him, but don't underestimate Tank Davis. If Tank is motivated and ready to fight, Tank is a problem for anybody.
Terrence Crawford explains why he prefers Shakur Stevenson over Gervonta Davis, saying Davis would have a hard time landing his powerful punches because Stevenson's defense is tight and his timing is sharp. He notes that Davis usually gets stronger in the later rounds, but often misses early on. Against a precise and disciplined fighter like Stevenson, those early mistakes could be quickly punished, giving Stevenson a clear tactical edge in the fight.
You as a fighter, yeah, I will pick Shakur because I don't believe Tank will be able to land those big shots on Shakur like he does everybody else. Right. Shakur defense is just too tight. And not only Shakur, Keyshawn either.
Oh, you don't think Key either? Even right now, I feel like it's a little Key nice though, but it might be a little early for Key right now.
Listen, Tank get hits a lot. Tank, in my eyes, Tank is always losing until he's not.
Yeah, a lot of times, yeah.
If you watch those fights.
Well, at least in the early rounds. Middle rounds, he start coming up, but I see what you're saying. Them early rounds, yeah.
Let Keyshawn start hitting them like everybody else hitting them. Let him start hitting them with everybody else, like everybody else hitting them.
Yeah.
Man, he gonna clean them. He punches.
Oscar De La Hoya fully supports Gervonta Davis to knock out Shakur Stevenson, saying Davis's aggressive forward pressure and heavier punching power could overpower Stevenson's cautious back foot style. He explains their styles are very different. Stevenson stays tall, moves carefully, and lands 1 or 2 precise punches at a time, while Davis takes bigger risks, moves forward constantly, and hits with massive power, making him capable of a brutal knockout. Mike Tyson also shares his view, backing Davis while acknowledging Stevenson's technical skill and brilliance, which can make him seem less exciting to watch. Tyson stresses that Davis's relentless aggression, strength, and intimidating presence could push Stevenson to his limits, making him one of the most dangerous and formidable fighters in boxing today.
Who will win out of Shakur and Gervonta?
Gervonta Davis?
Yeah.
I like to go with Tank. Everyone's going to go with Tank, It will be a very interesting fight. Shakur takes a good shot, though. He's a specialist. That's why some fights that he doesn't look good in, because he's so superior. He is boring watching sometimes. But he's a specialist. He knows what he's doing. He's hard to beat. To bring out the best in Shakur, you got to pressure him like Tank. Tank will bring out the best of him, and we'll see a great great fight. Tank is just a monster.
Floyd Mayweather points out the main difference between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson, calling Davis the most dangerous puncher in the lightweight division, while Stevenson is the most technically skilled. He says Stevenson focuses on proving himself against the best fighters instead of relying on knockouts, following a path like Pernell Whitaker, who wasn't a big puncher but stayed exciting, tough, and consistently faced top opponents. Mayweather adds that with Stevenson's contract ending soon, the right fight could take his career to the next level. Meanwhile, a boxing YouTuber breaks down the Stevenson versus Davis matchup, calling it hard to predict. He notes that Stevenson has faced a wider range of skilled opponents, giving him more experience, while Davis might struggle to adjust to Stevenson's precise style, making the fight an exciting clash of raw power versus technical skill.
They can get him prepared for Sugar. Nobody, bruh. Right, Ryan. Sugar versus Oscar Valdez, Conceição, and Frank Martin. I think he'll be more prepared for Tank than Tank would be for him. I'm not saying Sugar wins. I'm just saying if you look at their resume, Sugar people.
Boxing analyst Fannin sees a fight with Gervonta Davis as a big opportunity for Shakur Stevenson, noting that Davis's record is impressive. Many of the fighters he beats go on to become world champions, showing the tough competition he faces. Ryan Garcia is a key example, often mentioned as a future opponent for Stevenson, but having lost to Davis, highlighting Davis's dominance. For Fannin, these results show that Davis is still the top star in the division, making a fight with Stevenson both important and potentially career-defining.
Davis is a huge fight for Shakur Stevenson, and for people to act like the biggest fight in boxing is with somebody like Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia is absolutely ridiculous. Now, why do we know that Gervonta Davis is such a big fight? Because Gervonta Davis has now beaten, I do believe, 5 or 6, I think it's 6 people that he beat went on to win world championships, including Ryan Garcia, who people are saying Shakur Stevenson should fight.
Boxing analyst Fannin strongly supports Gervonta Davis, saying Tank belongs among the top pound-for-pound fighters in the sport. He explains that much of the criticism against Davis isn't just opinion or debate, but is often driven by promotional agendas, with some people in boxing looking for any chance to undermine him. Fannin says these attacks are calculated efforts to challenge Tank's top position, rather than honest evaluations of his skill.
Is an exceptional fighter. He's one of the top 10 pound-for-pound fighters in the world. And there has been a campaign to run this guy's name down because he's with the PBC, or he's not with Matchroom, or he's not with DAZN, or he's not with Ring. So these people who are the loudest talkers in all of boxing all conspire to, or collude, I should say, collude, not conspire, collude to interpret every negative thing that happens about Gervonta in a way to eliminate him and want him.
Additionally, Clarissa Shields ranks Shakur Stevenson as the top fighter in his division, ahead of Gervonta Davis and other leading contenders. She praises Stevenson's technical skill, consistency, and ability to control opponents across multiple weight classes. While she acknowledges Davis's power and explosiveness, Shields believes Stevenson has faced tougher challenges and demonstrated greater overall mastery in the ring.
Is the best. To me, he's better than Tank, he's better than Devin, he's better than Ryan, he's better than Tiafimo when it comes to those weight classes. Yeah. Shakur to me is the best. He is me. I tell him all the time, you ain't gotta prove nothing to them casuals. Ain't never laced up, and you think Shakur gotta prove something to you. You sound stupid. Go glove up first. I done seen that boy do some miraculous things inside of a gym. Beat guys up from his weight class all the way up to 178.
Because you know the big one, they want, Shakur and Tank. That's the one everybody talking about. That's the one they want. Tank
is mad at me, boy, and that lead up.
You gonna go crazy in that?
Yeah, be calling me ugly for real then.
Do you think that's a 50-50?
I'm not gonna ever dismiss a fighter. I think that Tank got some great skills and got some hard ass punches. He's so explosive, but so is Shakur. Yeah. Shakur has, to me, faced harder challenges.
Sean Porter believes a fight with Shakur Stevenson would take Gervonta Davis to a whole new level, forcing him to fight smarter and more strategically. He says true ring IQ shows when a fighter can adjust and adapt during a fight, and facing a disciplined, skilled opponent like Stevenson would require Davis to constantly make tactical changes. Porter predicts that this would make Tank approach the fight with more calculation, versatility, and awareness than ever before, making it one of the most challenging and defining fights of his career.
With Shakur, you're going to see this boxing style that you don't usually get from Tank. You're going to see IQ. We saw IQ, but to me, it was low IQ because you see somebody's IQ take place when a fighter makes an adjustment, and now you have to adjust to what that fighter is doing, and that's kind of where you see
who's smart,
you know what I mean?
Who get a hold of it.
I think my fight with Terrence shows a very high level of IQ from both of us. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And that's what Tank is gonna do with Shakur. He's gonna come into the ring and be a different version of himself than he's had.
Richardson Hitchens recalls the first sparring session between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson as intense and evenly matched. Davis landed a strong, heavy punch early, but Stevenson handled it easily. During the session, both fighters kept adjusting, exchanging punches, and testing each other, showing their skill, resilience, and ability to handle a true back-and-forth battle.
Coach sparred that first time, like, he caught Shakur with a good shot. Boom. He didn't hurt Shakur or nothing, but it was like, you could tell, like, if it was 8 ounce gloves, we don't know how Shakur would have reacted. It was like, because I remember him sparring Shakur, he caught Shakur with like a clean shot. Boom. And Shakur didn't shake up or do nothing, but it was a clean shot. I'm like, nigga, you sure you could take another one of that? Shakur like, what? Like, he took off his shirt and they started bumping like that. Now they going back and forth.
Hold on, was it sparring? Yeah. Was it competitive, close, all that, Shakur and Tank?
Nah, yeah, it was competitive. Then like the second time, like they sparred, like it was like a chess match. Like now Tank know, like, all right, he's really nice. Like Shakur really nice. Like all that walk down shit, like I got a box. Like this nigga, like I can't just walk him down. Like he can really fight. So it was like Tank like switched his strategy up and like same shit. Like now Tank trying to come and walk me down. I'm in there like we fighting. Like it's back and forth competitive.
Richardson Hitchens reflects on the long-standing rivalry between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson, noting that even though they grew up knowing each other, they were never close. He remembers Davis giving Stevenson free sparring sessions, often training late into the night to help him improve. Hitchens sees their feud as a clash of top talent, but emphasizes respect for both fighters' journeys, saying the best fighter should win while making sure neither gets seriously hurt, highlighting both the intensity and professionalism of their competition.
Being in the middle of that and Shakur, because you good with Shakur, you good with Tank. How did it feel being in the middle of that war?
You know, Shakur and Tank knew each other since kids, but they really wasn't like friends like that. And then when we really helped Tank for the Pedraza fight, he was like, he took us like in, like, damn, like these young boys sparring me for free. You know, like you're a champion, you signed to Floyd, like you could be giving us a few hundreds or something. Like we're giving you unlimited rounds. Every time he'll take off the belt, like we giving you like rounds for your first championship. We're still amateurs. And he kind of was like, he appreciated that. And I never understood why he appreciated till now. Like, but I'm a pro, I'm champion. I'm like, damn, I gotta pay guys for sparring. Like, we're box for free. Yeah. So it's like, Tank wanna spar, we'll be in the gym, but we've done sparring Tank at 2, 3 in the morning, helping him get ready for Pedraza. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So how did that feel though? You in the middle of that, they beefing with each other.
And it was like, it got weird, cause I always knew like, these two dudes is gonna be like, it. From like 2017, when they spar, I'm like, these two dudes is like, I know like, they're small, like, I know the skill set, I know the generational talent I'm, around, I'm witnessing. And we was in Houston one time, this was before Shakur moved down to Houston, and like, I got them to chop it up. Like I told, like, Shakur pull up on us, we bowling, like Tank here, like, yeah, come chop it up. They chopped it up, we kicked it for like a few days, everything was cool, then shit got sour again. It's like, to me, I look at it like this, like, I don't care for y'all beef. Like, at the end of the day, we all come from nothing. We all come from making no money. We blessed to be in this position. So to me, it's like, man, y'all fight, may the best man win, and I don't care.
Abdullah Mason, on the other hand, favors Shakur Stevenson in a potential fight with Gervonta Davis, citing Stevenson's precision and technical skill as his main advantage. He mentions that Davis's last performance raised some doubts, but praises trainer Roach's recent work, which exceeded expectations, and strengthened Mason's belief that Stevenson would likely win.
Tank fight Shakur.
Based off that last Tank fight, I'm probably leaning towards Shakur in that one.
Wow, were you surprised at Roach's performance against Tank?
I didn't expect Roach to be as sharp. I knew he was coming with some good work. I knew he could fight. I actually fought his little brother in the amateurs, back then. And I knew that Roach, I knew that he could fight. But before that fight, I'm thinking, Tank was going to kind of do what Roach did. But Roach, I feel like he...
Carmel Mutton sees a fight between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson is very close, almost like a coin flip. He points out that Stevenson's ability to take heavy punches is still untested, raising questions about how he would handle Davis's power. The fight could go either way. Stevenson might use his skill to win rounds, or Davis could take control if his punches land well. Overall, Mutton leans just slightly in favor of Stevenson.
50 fight, you know, that could really go either way. We never seen Shakur's chin tested, so we don't really know if he has a chin to take Tank's shots. But because you know he don't get hit. But maybe he does have a chin. He takes Tank's shot, and then he just keeps landing, winning them rounds because Tank give away rounds. Maybe he wins unanimous decision, or maybe he doesn't have a chin, and you know Tank does what he does. So I don't really know.
That's a wrap for today's video. What do you think about all of this? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know who you'd pick in a fight between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson.